What is the next minute? Good morning, Fort Worth. Happy 18th of November. This is Andrew. We got our buddy Dustin Schneider riding co-pilot with us today. What you got in your hand there, brother?
I got a little radio. We'll play with this
Worry
here a little bit.
about that later.
Yeah, it's a nasty morning out there, guys. So if you're driving in, be safe. Watch the roads. There's ponding on the highways the roadways.
We're not getting Sky Viper today. We got a message from old Matt Stubbs this morning. A tree fell on his freaking house.
And let's be real. It's a terrible day to fly.
It's not a good day for that.
The winds are terrible. I nearly got blown off the highway driving over here.
Yeah,
it was pretty rough.
Let's get into that weather real quick. And you were saying that there was a report on one of your pages you follow about elevated risk of tornadoes from the squall line moving west to east.
Yes.
DFW Airport, cloudy, 72, south at 21, gusting to 33.
All right, so
33.
That's 33 mile an hour wind, so
that's up from what I'm getting on AccuWeather. It's saying 26 mile per hour gust, sustained at 11 miles an hour. 72 degrees today for the high, 69 for the low. We got rain kind of all the way through the morning and then tapering off in the evening. Let's look at that 10-day forecast real quick. Where you at? There it is.
It's going to be a beautiful night for my second job.
Your second job?
Yeah, you got me this morning because I have the day off of my main job. But my second job for the other empire I work for, it's Monday Night Football, buddy.
Yeah.
Cowboys versus Texans at AT&T Stadium.
Any projections there?
Well, the Cowboys haven't won a home game this season yet, and this is week 11. So they've played at least 5 home games, and I don't have much hope for them winning tonight. The Texans are on fire. So
Tuesday, we got a high of 75. No rain in the forecast, low of 45. Wednesday, high 64, low 42. Thursday, 69, low 44.
Yes.
Friday, 67, 44 for a low. Saturday, 68, 54. And Sunday, 79, low of 54. No more rain in the forecast for the week, but you know that can change, and we'll keep you up to date. If you guys are tuning in for the first time, Fort Worth Roots been going for a while, but we just started this morning show about 2 months ago. We film every morning at 7 a.m. here at the new Hoppin', located next to Doc's Record. It's a self-serve beer station with 58 taps on the wall, THC seltzers, wine, beer, craft beer of every kind, light beers, and then a full cocktail bar.
I'm just so glad we have the run of the place this morning, can just drink whatever we want.
I can't believe
getting loaded.
That keg stand you did earlier.
Yep.
And
so getting loaded. And
wow.
Like we've already had 8 Cannabis, so that's what?
It's a lot.
That's like 30 milligrams of weed in us. We're ready to roll.
Happy Mickey Mouse birthday. November 18th
Come on
is known
now.
for being the Mickey Mouse birthday. It's also American Education Week, Book Week in Scotland, National Education Week, and a bunch of other stuff.
We're about to get rid of American Education Week, right?
Well, so
at the beginning of the year?
You helped me with this. Maybe. Help me with this because I thought that the U.S. actually scored really low in national education literacy.
We did. We're terrible.
Well, I just pulled up the resource I found. It had number 1 in every category for
There's
the US.
no way.
That's what I said.
No
I don't
way.
believe that.
Because it's always like Japan and Korea and China that are like through the roof.
That's what I thought.
Huh.
Apple Cider Day, World Antibiotic Awareness Week. Did you know you got to finish your antibiotic prescription or you'll accidentally create a mutant bacteria strain?
What? I've never finished them. I always have like 1 or 2 pills left over.
It's not the way it works.
What?
Yeah.
Do you drink on them? You're not supposed to.
You're supposed to.
What?
You're not supposed to?
You're not supposed to.
Please don't take any medical advice from anybody at the Fort Worth Roots Podcast. National Hunger and Homeless Awareness Week. Why'd they cram those together?
Wait, hunger and homeless?
That seems cheap. Shouldn't those have their own separate day?
They should.
We've got every other. Oh, it's also Minnie Mouse birthday. They have the same birthday. How cute.
Odd Socks Day.
Okay, we are done with this.
This is just ridiculous.
This
is so community radio.
Always ridiculous. Yes.
All these are ridiculous.
All right, so we got a call in from Mr. Richard Keller. He told us he's going to start doing these little sound bits for us.
Oh my
pull up
God!
this folder and see what we got here. I did not screen this, so
it's full of blasphemy and cursing.
See how it goes. Oh, I like it already.
Is he building?
It is now time for a Cheese random fact of the day.
I don't know what that said. a dragon fact of the day?
Competitive art used to be an Olympic sport. I wonder who the ray gun of sculpture was.
Is that it? I wonder who the ray gun of sculpture
I love it.
was.
It's like the old Jack Handys on
great.
Saturday Night Live.
Whatever it is, I love it.
Did you ever watch those, Jack Handys?
Uh-uh.
Where he'd look in the mirror and do self-reflection. I'm good enough, I'm smart enough, and gosh darn it, people like me.
I love it. This one was, I didn't have to dig hard for this, but I thought it was a great tie-in to our guest today.
Go ahead.
Today, 1978, on 18 November, it was known as the Jonestown Massacre. Over 900 die in mass murder-suicide in Jonestown. Say that word for me. Guyana?
Guyana.
Following the murder of a visiting U.S. congressman, American cult leader Jim Jones leads his followers in a mass murder-suicide that claims over 900 victims, a third of whom are children. Some are forced to drink cyanide-laced punch. Others do so willingly. Jones shoots himself. So anyway, it was we try to keep things. We try to keep things light and cheery, but I couldn't pass up on this because your podcast is called the Jerry Jonestown Massacre, and it's the best, longest-running podcast in North Texas. I always give you guys credit
and highest
for that.
paid.
And highest paid.
So it's a play on words because it's not part of the Jonestown Massacre. It's more of when.
You got to tell the story real quick.
So out at Valley Ranch, when the Cowboys used to be out at Valley Ranch, they had one of those big balloon practice domes like everybody was going to for a while. A lot of colleges use them to cover up, and a bad storm came through, real bad storm, and it collapsed. And it collapsed while the team was practicing. So my partner, who happens to fly your helicopter around,
Mr. Matt Stubbs. Up there, and
he sent me a message. He goes, "Do you see what's going on?"
And this is before the podcast started.
Before the podcast started, he goes, "Do you see what's going on out there?" And I was like, "Yeah, man, I'm seeing it." He's like, "It's a regular Jerry Jonestown Massacre out there." And as soon as that text came across my phone, I immediately bought the domain.
That's so
Jerry
funny.
Jonestown Massacre, and we sat on it for years because that was going to be our country blast metal band combo. We were going to come up with this new genre, and then when the podcast came around, I was like, I've had this domain forever, and the name's kind of perfect.
Yeah.
And then the other play on words that I also own that no one will buy is the Mark Cuban Missile Crisis.
That's pretty cool.
So,
that's pretty cool. You got that domain name?
I own that one too.
That's ridiculous.
I've owned that one for like 13 years too.
I'm always surprised that you don't run into more flack from like Jerry Jones, like his team might come after you. But
they know.
I think Mark Cuban would definitely try to come after you.
Well, at one time I sent him an email because we thought we were going to have to change the name, and I sent him an email because he does respond to personal emails if you have his route to get to him, which I did at the time because I was working for the Mavericks. And I sent him an email and didn't hear anything back.
Oh, well, that's not a good sign. All right, let's get into this morning show. We have some Fort Worth news here, but before we do, there was some cool stuff that happened right here in Fort Worth this weekend. We had the legendary Leon Bridges at Dickies Arena, and a lot of really awesome people were attending. I know Mayor Maddie Parker was a regular ticket holder. She showed up and watched the show from the crowd. I only know that because Dustin told me before the show, but took some really great pictures. I know beforehand there were some shots with our buddy from here, Fort Worth. Help me. Why am I blanking right now? I am so sorry.
Brooks? Burns?
No.
Because he's there.
He puts on the Tuesday mixer.
Oh, I'm go ahead. I'm just
Brother, I am so sorry. I am blanking on your name right now. I've talked to this guy about 1,000 times.
Since you're blank, I'll just fill in. If you want to go see my photos and review, go to theaudiohead.com, theaudiohead.com, and you'll see everything from Leon and Charlie Crockett and the Hernandez Gutierrez that opened, or Hermanos Gutierrez. The show was fantastic, packed out, sold out, 14,000 people inside Dickies Arena. Like you said, the mayor was there. Right after the encore, one song in the encore, she came out on stage and gave Leon a plaque that said, that pronounced that November 15th was now Leon Bridges Day in Fort Worth.
I'm here for it. I love it. It was Tom Martin's. I'm sorry.
Oh, Tom Martin's, yeah. So, yeah, it was a great night. It was a lot of fun. A lot of people, ton of faces out there we all know.
Yeah.
We're hanging out. It's interesting. It's interesting, seeing a guy that used to walk up and down Magnolia. Everybody has the same freaking story, that even people that weren't even around at that time have the same freaking story. But, I used to see him on Magnolia all the time doing stuff here and there.
Yeah.
And walking up and down, and then the street, even though, and then seeing him at, in front of a sold-out crowd at Dickies Arenas.
I'm here for it.
It's pretty cool.
And, I've heard people in the scene, I'm not going to give any names, but I've heard people trash talk him like, I work just as hard as Leon Bridges. Why am I not?
I'm not going to go down this path with you.
Well, anyway,
if you want to hear that
it.
story, you can come to our show on Tuesday. But I'm not going to go down that path because I have gotten a lot of feedback of that over the last.
It's
few
crazy.
days.
It's crazy. You know what? In any community, whether it's the comedy scene, the podcast scene, the local music scene, support your friends. Everybody that does well inside the community that you're part of, that just makes you look better.
And if you do take off and you do get huge, don't turn your back on those that helped you get there. That's all I'll say about that.
Understood.
Don't tell them you're going to help them out and then not do it.
More on that Tuesday on the Jerry Jonestown Massacre podcast. They do broadcast live because he's set up and has all the equipment. They do it from the temple, so they've got an actual brick and mortar spot that they do it from. Family-owned board. Hold on, what happened here? Southwest Airlines plane shot. Family on board describes experience.
I'm sorry.
Here's the brief. A Southwest Airlines plane was shot at Love Field on Friday night. A bullet hit the plane near the cockpit and entry door. Passengers had to deplane, and board another before continuing their flight to Indianapolis. I was talking crap last week because there was a plane in
in Haiti.
Was it Haiti?
Same thing happened.
And it was a Spirit airline. This one's is Southwest.
Well, I got a new thermal scope and I was trying to sight it in. And I
don't get the satellites circling us, bro.
We'll get the feds listening to this show. No, it's
because they are trying to figure out where that shot came from.
Have they not figured it out yet?
Now let's read the story. Southwest Airlines says the shooting happened around 9:50 p.m. on Friday.
You pre-read these?
As the plane was getting, I don't have time for this, was getting ready to take off. A bullet hit, excuse me, the right side of the plane near the cockpit and the entry door. No one on board was hurt. The Lee family from North Dallas was on the flight when it happened, and it goes on to give their opinions.
I really want, I want a first-hand account from a stewardess or the pilot or something, because it said it hit near the cockpit, right?
Yeah.
Are you just sitting there and all of a sudden a hole appears and you look over and there's a bullet fragment lodged in the wall? How?
All right, let's see.
How did they know?
Let's see what she says then. The pilot.
Planes are loud. How did you know that it was just hit by gunfire?
The pilot came on just before takeoff and said that he had heard rattling outside of the plane and that they were electing to turn back to the gate so that the mechanical team could check it out.
And that's when they found it.
Well, I think he knew already, and he didn't want to scare anybody. They were very calm. They didn't let us know that anything was amiss. We just thought it was probably a mechanical issue. They kept everybody very calm, blah, blah, blah. It's pretty shocking. There's no really good information here, but it's going to be under investigation for months.
That's the thing. It was taxing. It's not like Haiti, I get. You're flying in, and there's guerrilla warfare happening in the jungles, and they just,
right,
shoot a plane down. But this is taxing.
It doesn't make sense.
Someone was right there by that crappy lake and firing off rounds by the old Jeff Phillips skate park.
Yeah. The old Jeff, say that again?
Jeff Phillips skate park.
Who is that?
All the old timers know that all of us old skaters used to go over there and skate.
Okay.
Jeff Phillips was huge.
Well, he's no Tony Hawk.
Well, of course not. No, there is no Tony Hawk. That's the goat of skating. So.
Oh man, more crappy space news. We're gonna have to explore that a little deeper tomorrow. We do different segments on the show.
I'm here for space.
And I don't look. This one today is the exploration company raises $160 million for NYX cargo vehicle. I don't care.
Have you seen these slingshots they're talking about building?
Yeah, no, they have.
They have one?
Yeah, it's in New Mexico.
Has it actually launched something into orbit?
Yes.
That thing is insane.
So for our friends out there that don't know what we're talking about, in New Mexico somewhere, there's a company, and I believe it is called Slingshot. Something like that. Something very obvious. But what they do is they have a centrifuge and an arm that extends from the middle, and it holds a payload in a rocket. and this thing gets up to ridiculous speeds and then yeets this rocket straight out of a tube aimed towards the atmosphere, and it just goes. And it is hands down the cheapest way to deliver material to our low orbit or outside of our atmosphere.
So where,
it could be retrieved.
Yeah. So, anonymous things can grab it and pick it up.
Because for every pound of material that you put into space, it costs something absurd like $60 million per pound to deliver it to space. It just
seems like there could be so much that could go wrong.
Oh, yeah. They're taking their time with this.
Wild.
It's not a streamlined thing yet. It's still kind of a startup, but it works. And they've tested it, and it's successful.
Got it. Yeah. So what'd they do? Just shoot some junk up there, and now it's just floating around? You know how much junk we got?
We talked about that last week.
Hold on. So last time I was here at Hoppin' With You was like 2 weeks ago, and we were sitting out front by the fire pit.
Right.
And I looked over Fort Worth and was like, what the heck was that?
You're the only one that saw it, right? I didn't see it. I turned and I looked.
And did you see what it was the next day?
Yeah. Well, it was just space debris, right?
Yeah.
They said there was a shower of space debris that came down. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw the end of it and then saw, some other stuff fall. I was like, what was that? I thought it was just a crazy, because we're entering meteor shower season. Some of the big ones that happen here at the end of the year, and I thought it was just the start of that. And no, it was space debris burning up.
Yeah, I meant to
just
ask
saw
you
the
about
end
that,
of it
because I did tie those together and then totally forgot about it. But it is time for our drawing. We're going to do this every week, and if you guys don't know about it, what we do is on Thursday, our last show of the week, where we tell you about all the big events happening over the weekend. And Dustin is spinning the spinner thingy right now. We will post on Instagram, hey, here's the video. Go ahead and he's pulling the name. I'll finish my dissertation here in a moment.
Go ahead. I'll just hold it.
Okay. So Thursdays, we put a post up. You comment on the post. That's all you have to do. I take your name. I put it on a ticket. It stays in the tumbler whether you win that week or not. And so then the following Monday, like today, we'll pull a name out. This week, we're giving away a 50-minute foot spa scrub from the Body Scrubbery over there on Pennsylvania Avenue. Shout out. Mama Lou's Tamales. She's given us a dozen tamales for this. And a Fort Worth Roots tumbler, which I'm holding up right now if you're watching on YouTube. The video comes out later because I got to edit that. And we're going to put $50 in the tumbler. So it's a big, big giveaway. And they're not always going to be that big. But every time somebody doesn't claim their prize, because you now have until Thursday to claim this prize. If you don't claim it, we roll it into next week. And that's why this is so big, because this is the accumulation of 3 weeks of prizes. Who do we get?
We have a Sarah Nesbitt.
Now, here's the other rule. Sarah Nesbitt, she's the winner. But you got to listen to the show, because this is the only place we announce it. So our Monday episode is special because we announce the winner. Our Thursday episode is special because we declare the new drawing and give you guys all the updates for what's happening over the weekend. Now, we're going to get a jump start on that today. You've got a few events coming up. I know there's one big one on Sunday happening out at Haltom Theater.
Yeah, out at Haltom Theater this Saturday, the 20-
Is it Saturday or Sunday?
Or Sunday. I'm sorry, this Sunday. Hold on. Everything changed. I got Sky Viper News coming at me left and right. All right, so Sunday, November 24th, there is a big show. It's called the Food Fest, and there's going to be 14 bands, and it's a big canned food drive, food donation drive. All the money from the door is going to hold on, I'll tell you exactly who it was. It's going to the Funky Town Fridge.
Okay.
And a lot of the proceeds, there's going to be vendors there. A lot of vendors, a lot of our friends are going to be the vendors there. Proceeds from sales at there, like 10%, is going to Funky Town Fridge. The lineup, 14 bands. I'll just do a quick rundown. You got Ben C. Jones, friend of the show.
Excellent.
Temporal Distortions.
Badass. You do not want to miss that.
The Spectacle.
Okay.
Double Bear.
Never heard of it.
Black Market Garden.
Should be good.
Trash Puppies.
Excellent band.
Wolves Rain.
Never heard of it.
The Bomb Bomb Bombs. Warbird. NREO. Passengers Unknown. It's going to be...
This is all happening in between 5 and what time?
5 and 11. There's 2 stages there, so you're going to be able to bounce back and forth between stages.
That's
cool.
Cool.
How it's going to work.
Damn.
But there's going to be all sorts of I'll give you this.
Okay. Yeah.
This artwork so you can put it on your show stream, because there are donations that they want that are accepted and what not to bring.
So go to our Instagram. I'm going to get this graphic up for you guys so you can see it. It's going to be that's a badass lineup. And you get to choose which band you want to listen to, because there's going to be 2 stages. It's for a good cause. And what's the cover?
So the cover is $20, but if you bring a food donation, it's $15, and those proceeds go to the Funky Town Fridge. So you're doing good all the way around. If you feel like you need to do some good things
or just catch a
life.
badass show. And I've been trying to make it out to the Haltom Theater. I haven't been out there since they remodeled it. So
well, and hopefully, like I was telling you, maybe we'll be set up interviewing some people and stuff for future shows.
I'm going to clear that with the headquarters and see if I can't get out there.
But this will also, I'm in the band The Spectacle, and this is our last show of the year. We're not going to do anything in December, and hopefully after the beginning of the year, probably not in January, but maybe February or March, we will be having our record release party.
Oh, yeah.
Because it is done.
We have got a Christmas party coming up, and I'm going to post on that today and start advertising for it, but it's going to be here at Hoppin', where we shoot the morning show. We got Itchy Richie and the Burning Sensations on stage, and Jeff Zero and his own private universe. They are going to be playing for us. It's going to be kind of a potluck situation. If y'all came to our Christmas party last year, it was great, man. We had like 50 people show up for that, and it was just at the studio. It was very laid back, brought some food. Somebody ordered a bunch of Chick-fil-A for us too, which was cool. If y'all want to bring a bunch of Chick-fil-A, we're here for it. But you're all invited. It's open to the public. There's no cover for that.
What day?
Let me get back to you on that. I'll know tomorrow.
Okay,
I should know right now. But it's going to be like December, second week of December, I think.
Second week of December.
Anyway, it's going to be rad. You're all invited here to Hoppin'. If y'all haven't made it out yet, that'd be a good time to come do it, because we're going to be hanging out as a community, as a group. All my rad friends are going to be here. All of them. All of them.
All of them?
Yeah.
You got to get that Sky Viper guy over here.
Yeah.
That's the hard one.
Did we mention that a tree fell on his house?
Yeah.
Okay. This week, tonight, is
Holy
Industry Night.
Shit. Sorry, I didn't mean to cuss, but it
Is
fell
that
on
his car?
car.
Oh, Stubbs.
Viper down. Oh, my God. I thought it would just like be in his.
No. We're looking at the damage from the tree that fell on Stubbs' house. It's bad.
Oh, no.
Oh, there's another thing that reminded me. I wanted to make sure I told people about this. We have a Fort Worth celebrity that has come up missing, apparently. I don't know the guy
Eddie Parker.
personally. Scott Ross is missing, and I've got this on my Instagram. They did a search party Sunday at 8 a.m. from the Ronald McDonald House here in Fort Worth, looking for this gentleman. If you have information on Scott Ross, or if you think you might know something about this guy, go to our Instagram and check out a picture of his mug. They're trying to locate this dude. Apparently he left JPS against doctor's orders, left his cell phone and his keys, and just like wandered out. So I don't know the full story, but we are looking for him and hoping for a good end to this story here. But we'll keep you posted on that as well. And then what was the other thing? Industry Night here at Hoppin' is always 25% off the taps. And to give you an idea of how much the taps cost here, it's got to be the cheapest place in town to drink. $1.80 for a pint of Lone Star. And then they've got everything else here too. But I tell people, I came here the other night. We watched Late to the Station. You were here with me. I was buying drinks for them, me, Megan. When I walked out of here an hour and a half later, my tab was $19. So,
but you don't drink good stuff.
I drink what I like.
Which is like
Hopadillo, the THC seltzers, Cannabliss. I'm not touching Lone Star.
You know,
I'm broke, but I'm not that broke.
There used to be a brewery around here. They're now defunct, but they used to have a beer called Sex in a Canoe.
Yeah? Was it good?
And you know why it's called that? Because it was
we're
effing next to water. And that's what you drink, is beers that are next to water.
Does that help?
No, not really.
Okay. Well, that's now that we have all the important information. Trivia night is here at Hoppin' on Tuesday.
Wait. When was Industry Night? You didn't say what night it was.
It's Monday. It's tonight. Yes, I did.
Oh, okay.
I got you.
I'll be at the game.
Trivia night's on Tuesday. Music bingo on Wednesday. And then they are closed for I'm looking at the wrong week again. Thursdays is Casamigos, margaritas, and $2 Modelo's.
I thought that said something else.
And then we have a bomb-ass Friday night comedy show That's going to start at 8 and go till 9. I was here for the last one. It was excellent. Guys, don't miss that one. And then on the 27th, we kick off a once a week, every Wednesday night, there's going to be a comedy show and an open mic following that. And our message to the comedy scene out there, I've just been talking to people, and I found out that some people might be disenfranchised with the comedy scene here in Fort Worth, because it seems to be a lot of people trying to filter through folks that are trying to get their foot in the door. Come one, come all. Everybody is welcome. We want to hear your comedy. We're going to do a little bit of a side panel to let you know what we thought about your set, and just keep it lively. But this we want to make this one of the homes for comedy here in Fort Worth every Wednesday night at Hoppin' in order to support the comedy scene. So come out and have fun. If you just want to watch people bomb on stage, or potentially do some good comedy, we'll just roll them dice, baby. Sometimes.
Yeah, if you've never done it, this is a perfect room to try to do it in.
It is. It's great.
I mean, it's cool. You know, I would do it.
Yeah,
I might
cheap
actually
beer.
do it.
You can order food from Maple Branch. They bring it over on a golf cart. It's kind of cool. They bought the golf cart.
Is there a time limit? Do you give time limits for the stand-up?
Yeah, I'm going to get with Anthony on that, see what he thinks.
So
I think we're doing 2 minutes, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
So we'll see.
2 minutes of material isn't bad for starting out. It may seem like a whole lot, but you blow through that pretty quick.
Oh, God. I mean, I couldn't do 2 minutes, so.
Yeah, you could. If you really thought about it, you could do 2 minutes.
Yeah.
There's enough stuff to talk about in this world that's funny that you could
probably
do a
make it work.
podcast.
Yeah, I could probably make it work.
I mean,
I'll see if I can put 2 minutes together for you.
I will be here for that. If you do 2 minutes, I'll do 2 minutes.
All right, again, our winner this week is Sarah Nesbitt. We're going to do this every Monday. So you guys look. We'll post it on Thursdays. It's our. We'll have another video with the spinny thing, and you get to comment on that. If your name is in the spinny thing, it stays in the spinny thing. So if you comment again on another video, you get more tickets in the spinny thing. And we're going to try to do more awesome prizes for you guys and all that good stuff. And make sure you go and check out our sponsors. It's the only way that we're able to keep this thing going. It's the only reason that we're able to put free shows on for you guys and do charity work and all that good stuff that we do with Fort Worth Roots. So keep Fort Worth dollars in Fort Worth pockets. Go to fortworthroots.com and hit our sponsors tab. As you move through today, guys, I hope that you will.
Do I get to plug anything?
Oh, yeah, hell yeah. Sorry.
I would like to plug the Jerry Jonestown Massacre, the podcast. You know, I don't really need to plug that. But go listen if you want to. If you don't, it's all right. The big thing is if you need any photo work, bands, music, live stuff, I shoot just about everything. I'll shoot food. But, yeah, any photography work, plasticobject.com.
Spell it for him because it's
you can spell it either way.
Oh, okay. I
own both domains. But PLASTIK object.com, or you can put the C in there. Like I said, I own both domains. I'm Plastic Dust on Instagram, but also check out theaudiohead.com. That is, you can see coverage of a lot of the big shows that come through DFW that the Fort Worth publications just don't want to cover.
Yeah.
Or just don't have anything to do with.
You're giving people a really excellent backstage look at Fort Worth events, Fort Worth music. And your photography is the best I've ever seen. So,
well, thank you, sir. I highly appreciate that. So if you need anything, just let me know.
Check it out, and shout out to Do For It Records.
Yes.
Amen.
That's all I got.
All right. Sorry about that.
It's like, why did I drive all the way over here this morning?
Why am I even here?
I got up early. I would have got up early anyway.
As you guys move through today, we hope that you will choose love and gratitude every chance you get. Until tomorrow, good day.
Peace.
There I go, 'cause dreams do come true. And here comes my great day in the morning.